Hello, my name is Klaus Halfmann and I'm a developer for Widelands. Today I will continue playing the Frisians. I had contact with Bendedikt, who mostly invented the Frisians. You see, I already made quite some progress on this map here. And Bendedikt did a lot of artwork for the Frisians, and this work contributes to Widelands. And we actually agreed that he will continue playing this game. So, well, I actually continued playing from where I stopped the last time, so this map is now much bigger if you compare it to my last video. But I decided not to do a replay and replay this again because it would kind of be a different way and Bendedikt would not be able to take over. So, I will show you around some of the specialities of the Frisians while this game is paused here. First thing, the Frisians have a special carrier animal. It's a reindeer. And reindeers are something special because on the one hand they are carrier animals, on the other hand they produce fur which is used for clothing later. So this is an interesting way of putting things. So this, on the one hand produce fur, meat and reindeer. So that's really interesting. Another thing is furnace. We have two of them here. And in other tribes they're called smelting works, but here, of course, I call furnace, which is quite a correct word, but I'm not used to it. I'm in German, so I wasn't used to it. So we have a small smelter here with the only smelters, no master smelters and such. And of course we have blacksmithy. It's actually a master blacksmith, might become something better. And we already have a small armor smithy, so there is a big armor smithy, but it will not be able to use it until perhaps later. So you see here a farm as well. If you compare such a farm to the normal farms of the other tribes, it has much bigger work area. Does not need all those places, but it will take quite some time, and a farm produces barley. No frost, no heat, no rain, no drought, no rats, no locusts, naught can destroy my harvest. Hey, he's really done a good job here. Sows and harvest barley. So instead of wheat they're using barley, and barley grows slower than normal wheat. So it's a difference here. And okay, we already also have a warhouse here. This works like in these other tribes as well. As of some specialty of this map, I actually built a bit more warehouses than I did perhaps before. So this is the next one, and well, it's good to have warehouses every perhaps 2 squallable areas of the map or such. So the wares don't have to be carried along, especially from this headquarter which is sitting in the top left of this map here. Yeah, and we have a special thing. As we produce fur, we have a sewing room where some seamstress, it's already become a master seamstress, will actually sew the garments. You see here, your soldiers think a good sword is everything. Sword is everything, but where would you be if you had no garments here? Seamstress scolding a soldier for disrespecting her profession. Yeah. In contrast to other Widelands tribes, it's actually a woman, but we normally try to forget about genders in this game. So you see these few from reindeer, actually I'll get them from hunters as well, or from a recycling center. We don't have that yet, and produces fur garment. And this can be can go to a tailor shop, but we don't have a tailor shop yet, or barracks. Oh yeah, barracks. Barracks. Do we have a barrack here? Yeah, sure. Next by. Okay, so we need a short sword and fur garment, and will produce soldiers. Well, and we have a trainer. There's nothing very special about this. Okay, what else? I tend to build always the blacks, not a blacksmith area, charcoal kiln as well. And there's something special about the charcoal kiln because it will need clay. This will improve the quality of the coal using charcoal kiln. No other type has ever mastered the art of charcoal burning as we have. Benedikt, don't be so. Okay. But this means we need extra clay to make this go. And I always build a charcoal kiln because if there's some surplus of logs, it may be produced into coal. And so we always have enough coal. So maybe we could kind of find some maneuvering space for about coal and for logs. Okay, anything else? Honey. Yeah, there was something about honey. Yeah, what do we need that honey for? We have some special sort of bakery. This already is the second variant of bakery. So here we have a normal bakery, and this can be extended to become a honey bread bakery. And of course, honey bread needs honey. Oh yeah. And the other thing that's created from honey is meat. I'm not sure if I pronounce this correctly. Maybe it's in German would be meat. Perhaps it's meat. Have to find out. Yeah, and we knew a brewer and a master brewer, and something about mines. Mines can be extended in one step to a deep mine. And I had the problem here. Extended already this because I have enough meals. But I forgot to get a miner here. I found out this just when I was reviewing this, but I hope Bendedikt will care for this next game. We will see. And as this is the same as with Imperials, we have rations and meals. And here see we have bread and honey bread and beer and meat and everything. And of course this has to be produced into something. This is done in a tavern. That's here. So here's a tavern. And there's actually an extended version of the tavern. It's called a drinking hall. Where is it? Here. So, and Benedikt will tell us some more details about drinking halls and taverns in this video he has already prepared. Maybe I'll show it even in this part. Let's see. What did I miss? I already talked about barracks here. And yes, the outpost. It wasn't visible in the last time. Outpost is here, is bigger military building. And another big military building is a fortress, but you see the fortress has so much coverage. I won't build a fortress here, but perhaps later. And now some funny thing about this island. If you see this island, it's called Langeness, which is a common German name for such an island, but this island actually exists. So you see here, the called special island called the Hallig in the northern Germany, and it actually has a homepage. So this is like it looks today. Well, almost perhaps like the map. So it's really flat with perhaps small hills. Well, would actually match our map here. So, I hope I told you everything now. Let's go back to that map here and perhaps to what Benedikt may tell us.
Moin, I am Bendedikt, also known as Friesen, and I just received this save game of the first Frisian scenario from Klaus, and I just continue playing it for a while for him. And take a look at everything, what it looks like. Let's see, what's our current objective? We are supposed to get a building material. Let's take a look at what our economy looks like. Oh, that doesn't look good. We're short on logs and granite and have no clay, no bricks, no coal, no ores, no metal except gold, no wheat, very few fruit, no rations. At least we are not short on water and reed. Let's see. Why are we short on bricks? Because clay is missing. Coal is already coming. You can see that one of these buckets of clay is shown slightly darker than the others. That means that one bucket is already on the way, it's being transported to this brick kiln, whereas the others are completely missing because we just don't have enough clay to supply this brick kiln properly. Let's see, coal and clay. This coal mine here is producing that somewhat short on rations. Let's give it some more rations. And now let's look after our brick kiln, our clay pits. It's full of water. So is this one. This one's not occupied, so it appears that we have enough clay pits, but we just have to wait for enough workers to be recruited for them. Next. Oh, here's a deep gold one with a worker missing. Why is that? It's the sending worker. Micromanaging is a very important part of the first Frisian scenario, because the Frisians are a fairly difficult tribe in the first scenario, and the second one of course as well, are extremely difficult for advanced players, and if you don't micromanage here, then you'll likely lose. Let's see, we have lots of new messages. What is that? No bushes. Here we have one berry farm for one fruit collector. That's way too few, because the berry farm plants the bushes and the fruit collector harvests them, but he harvests them faster than the berry farm can plant them. No, that's no space. Here we build another berry farm. And another fruit collector. Then we have 3 berry farms for 2 fruit collectors. And they can also sustain a beekeeper as well. And that's a better ratio that will allow them to work at the highest possible speed for them. Is an unconnected rock mine? Why is it unconnected? Let's see what else is missing. We are short on wheat because our farms are not occupied yet. Let's look after our smithy. Blacksmithy, which makes tools, is supplied sufficiently well with iron, so it's just a matter of waiting for enough shovels and scythes to be produced. Shovels are an extremely important tool for the Frisians. They are needed by the workers for the clay pit, by the forester, by the reed farmer, by the berry farm. A lot of workers need the shovels, and those are just an extremely important tool for the Frisians. Let's see what else. We're short on rations. Why is that? We have enough taverns, so it's just a matter of waiting for enough taverns to be built. Or we might as well. Here are again more fruit collectors who need something. Let's build another berry farm here. And when we're at it, we may as well have 3 berry farms and 2 fruit collectors. Looks good. Or let's build another berry farm and another fruit collector as well. What else is there for us to take care of in this economy? We're short on iron. Iron is a very important resource for us, especially as we're so low on tools, so we must also supply our iron mines well. Here we have some roads of 3 tiles in length. That's suboptimal. Let's cut them. I usually do that when the game is paused because it's easier to plan properly then. Yeah, that will be more efficient. Here too we have roads 3 tiles in length. That's bad. Here we have 2 woodcutters and 2 foresters. That is fairly good, but not quite as I like it. Let's build another forester to make sure they won't run out of trees. Here 1 berry farm, 1 fruit collector. Not enough. Let's see what else. Why are there so many soldiers in these outposts? We don't need them, there are no enemies anywhere nearby. Let's send some away. No point keeping them there. Now let's just wait for everything to be completed and for some more building materials to pile up. You've already seen that reindeer are being used in this tribe. This tribe is called the Frisian tribe, and because it is based on the real culture of medieval North Friesland, but it has also some aspects that are not at all common with Frisians. Originally, I found a wiki page called about a sketch for a 4th tribe, which is called the Northmen. I was intrigued by the idea, and as the community signaled that the 4th tribe of Widelands would be appreciated, I decided to start scripting it. I'd blended the Northman idea with my idea of medieval North Friesland because I had previously thought about using North Friesland as a 4th tribe for Widelands, but I had quickly abandoned the idea because it was not suited for a game like Widelands. And since I didn't like everything about the Northman idea, I blended these 2 ideas into one, and the result is the Frisian tribe. The use of reindeer, both as fur for clothing and reindeer for more busy roads, is an idea which is based on the Northman idea. The use of honey and honey bread and meat is also an aspect of this tribe which comes from the old Northman idea. But most other aspects of the tribe, such as the architecture, the use of bricks or reed, that is all stuff that are based on real life North Friesland. Such no bushes. Oh, they always send that message when they're newly occupied, no matter. Our outpost is about to be occupied. Let's build some more fishes' houses here. There's quite some congestion. More 3 tile roads, that's suboptimal. The Frisian tribe has a much more complex economy than most of the classical tribes, as you have already seen. For example, barbarians and empire need to prepare fish and meat in a tavern before it can be used for miners, and Atlanteans need to prepare it in a smokery. Frisians, on the other hand, first need a smokery and then a tavern. Also, coal is needed to make bricks, which is the most important building material. So to make even the most basic building materials, you already need a complete mining economy, which is also much more of a challenge than for any other tribe. Of course, you can just use charcoal kilns instead. The Frisian charcoal kiln needs only 3 logs and 1 clay per cycle, because the clay is used in a clever technique to reduce the amount of logs needed. Their charcoal kilns are therefore faster and cheaper to operate than for any other tribe.
I'm sorry, Benedikt, I have to interrupt you. We have reached our 20 minutes limit, but this means I still have enough material for another video with your part, and many thanks for what you did for Widelands and for showing us all those tricks. I think I'll get even more to like those Frisians. And as always, thanks for watching and have a good time, and please play test the new Widelands version. I hope it will be out very soon. See you, bye!